Did you know that in nature, some animals can actually change their gender? Whether for survival, reproduction, or simply adapting to their environment, these incredible transformations happen more than you think. In this video, we'll take an in-depth look at how and why some animals switch genders and explore the science behind this fascinating ability. Let's start with one of the most famous examples, the clownfish. If you've seen the movie Finding Nemo, you know this colorful fish lives among the tentacles of sea anemones. But there's something even more amazing about clownfish. Every single one of them is born male. That's right, in every clownfish group, there's only one female, and she's the boss. When the dominant female dies or disappears, the largest male in the group undergoes an astonishing transformation. He becomes the new female. This process is called sequential hermaphroditism, and in clownfish, it ensures that there's always a female to reproduce with the males in the group. Why do they do this? It's a strategy for survival. Living in isolated coral reefs means that finding a new mate can be tough. By having the ability to switch genders, clownfish can adapt and keep their species thriving even when the odds are against them. Next up, we have the race fish, found in tropical waters across the globe. Unlike clownfish, where only the males can become females, the race fish can flip the other way around. Females can turn into males. These fish are born female, and they live in large groups with a single dominant male. When the male dies, the largest and most dominant female will change into a male to take his place. This is another example of sequential hermaphroditism, but in reverse, where the transformation helps maintain balance in the population. One of the coolest parts of this transformation is the color change. Race males often have brighter, more vibrant colors than the females. So when the transition happens, their appearance also shifts. It's an amazing adaptation for reproduction and survival, keeping the population stable even in uncertain conditions. It's not just fish that can switch genders. Amphibians like frogs can do it too. In some frog species, particularly in the wild, environmental factors like changes in temperature or the availability of mates can trigger a gender switch. For example, when there's a shortage of males or females, some frogs can spontaneously change their sex to help balance the population. This process is called sex reversal, and it's a survival mechanism in species that have to deal with fluctuating environments. While not all frog species have this ability, the ones that do use it to adapt to changing conditions in their habitat, making sure they can continue to reproduce and survive. Let's dive into the world of mollusks, where things get even more interesting. The slipper snail is a creature that can change gender based on its age and position in a group. These snails live in stacks, with the youngest at the top and the oldest at the bottom. All the snails at the top are male, but as they age and move down the stack, they transition into females. This unique process ensures that there are always both males and females present for reproduction. It's a brilliant example of how some animals change gender, not just in response to the environment, but also as a natural part of their life cycle. Slipper snails are born one way and naturally shift over time, making sure their population stays strong. You might be wondering, can birds change gender? While rare, some birds have shown gender flexibility, like the case of hen chickens that start behaving and even looking like roosters if their ovaries are damaged. However, this is more of a hormonal shift than a full gender change, and it doesn't usually lead to reproduction. From fish to frogs and even snails, nature has an incredible way of adapting for survival. Gender change in animals is one of the many fascinating tools in the natural world, helping species thrive under challenging circumstances. These transformations remind us that in the animal kingdom, flexibility is key. It's all about survival, reproduction, and ensuring that species can continue no matter what the environment throws at them. If you enjoyed learning about these amazing gender-changing animals, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more incredible animal facts. Nature never ceases to amaze, and we've got